Did you know that our planet experiences over 2,000 space storms every year? Now that's a number to ponder over. But what exactly is a space storm, you may ask? Well, it's a fascinating and complex phenomenon that links the Sun and Earth in an intricate dance of energy and particles. Space storms, or geomagnetic storms as they are scientifically known, are triggered by solar events like solar flares and coronal mass ejections. Imagine the Sun, our very own star, suddenly bursting with intense energy, releasing a wave of charged particles and radiation. These solar eruptions are so powerful that they can travel 93 million miles, all the way to our home planet. As these charged particles collide with the Earth's magnetic field, they create a disturbance, a ripple if you will, that we call a geomagnetic storm. These storms can be mild, causing beautiful displays of auroras, or they can be severe, causing disruptions to our technology and power grids. Think about it. Our modern world is built on a delicate web of technology. Our communications, navigation systems, power supplies, and even our weather forecasts rely heavily on satellites orbiting our planet. Now, imagine what happens when a powerful geomagnetic storm hits. It's like an invisible tsunami in space, causing blackouts, disrupting satellite operations, and even causing damage to our power infrastructure. It's a stark reminder of how interconnected we are, not just on Earth, but with the cosmos. But it's not all doom and gloom. These space storms are also a testament to the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our universe. They remind us that we are part of a larger cosmic narrative where the Sun and Earth are interconnected in ways beyond our immediate understanding. So, the next time you gaze up at the sky, remember, there's a lot more going on than meets the eye. As we stand on the edge of the cosmos, we realize that space weather is not just a far-off phenomenon, but an immediate and tangible part of our lives. In case you missed it, there have been some significant space weather events recently that had quite an impact. One of the most notable was an extreme solar flare that bombarded the Earth with a potent cocktail of radiation and magnetic disturbances. This solar flare, classified as an X1, was a powerful eruption on the Sun that sent plasma and charged particles hurtling towards our planet. As a result, it led to a geomagnetic storm that painted the night sky with the awe-inspiring spectacle of the Aurora borealis. This celestial light show was visible as far south as Pennsylvania and Oregon, a rare sight indeed. But it wasn't all just a beautiful display. This geomagnetic storm also caused disruptions to our power grids and communications. It's a stark reminder that while space weather can create captivating visuals in our skies, it can also have serious impacts on our modern infrastructure. In another incident, the Sun flexed its might with a coronal mass ejection, or CME. This solar event, much like the extreme solar flare, can lead to geomagnetic storms that can cause power outages and radio blackouts. Forecasters can issue warnings ahead of CMEs, but their sudden and unpredictable nature means that we must always be prepared for potential disruptions to our daily lives. These events serve as a reminder of the power and unpredictability of space weather. They highlight the importance of being prepared and staying informed about the potential impacts of solar flares and CMEs. As we continue to explore and understand the universe around us, we must also remember to respect and prepare for the powerful forces it can unleash. One of the most beautiful and noticeable effects of space weather is the aurora. Often referred to as the northern or southern lights, the aurora is a stunning atmospheric phenomenon that paints the sky with an ethereal glow. But what exactly is this celestial spectacle, and how does it occur? The aurora is the result of collisions between gaseous particles in the Earth's atmosphere and charged particles released from the Sun. During periods of increased solar activity, such as solar flares or coronal mass ejections, the Sun ejects a stream of charged particles, known as the solar wind. When these particles reach Earth, they collide with the molecules and atoms in our atmosphere, causing them to light up and resulting in the beautiful display we know as the aurora. Recently, due to heightened solar activity, the aurora has been spotted in regions far from its usual polar locations. Reports indicate that the aurora borealis, or northern lights, has been visible as far south as Pennsylvania to Oregon. This means that more people than ever have the chance to witness this extraordinary spectacle. However, it's important to remember that the visibility of the aurora can be influenced by several factors, including solar activity, local weather conditions, and the level of light pollution in your area. For those hoping to catch a glimpse of the aurora, there are numerous online resources that provide real-time updates and forecasts on auroral activity. Remember, the aurora is not just a spectacle, but a visual representation of the energetic interactions between the Sun and our Earth. The next time you look up at the night sky, take a moment to appreciate the complex and fascinating processes that create such a mesmerizing display. Being aware of space weather events is not just about witnessing cosmic phenomena, it's also about safety. These celestial events can have tangible impacts on our everyday lives, particularly when the Sun decides to show its might. Solar flares and coronal mass ejections, for instance, can cause geomagnetic storms that have been known to disrupt technology and power grids on Earth. These disruptions can lead to power outages and radio blackouts, so it's crucial to be prepared for these potential hiccups in our modern conveniences. So what can you do to prepare for a solar storm? Well, it's advisable to stock up on supplies for living without electricity in advance. This means having non-perishable food, clean water, flashlights, warm clothing, and alternative cooking methods at the ready. And remember, running generators indoors is a no-go due to the risk of carbon monoxide poisoning. Furthermore, try to avoid relying on radio or GPS during solar storms, as these technologies can be significantly disrupted. And if you're planning on flying during a solar storm, take precautions, as high radiation levels may be encountered. Now you might be thinking, how will I even know when a solar storm is coming? Well, forecasters can issue warnings ahead of these events, so it's a good idea to stay informed about space weather events. There are various online sources, including NASA's own Space Weather Prediction Center, where you can get accurate and up-to-date information. Knowledge is power. By staying informed and prepared, we can navigate the storms of space with confidence and awe.